everyone, welcome back to my channel, Lou's Life Pearl. Today I'd like to do something a little bit different and just kind of actually talk about just things that I'm doing right now, especially during this shutdown. It's been all over the news this morning. We have record-breaking unemployment rates because of COVID-19. They're saying the number is now up to about 6 million, which they said in the news is more than the whole state of Missouri. So we have a lot of people now either seeking employment or just kind of stuck at home, which most people are at home anyways with the stay-home orders. So for me personally, I've been officially unemployed for about exactly a week now, but my work was slowing down a lot before that. And so it's been a couple weeks that I've been at home now, but I just wanted to kind of reflect honestly for myself on what in the world I'm doing at home and making sure that, I'm still having a fruitful life while we're going through all these changes. So we'll just hop right into it. It's so important to get dressed, to get up in the morning still at a decent time and get dressed for the day. I can really get into a big mental slump of wondering what in the world I'm doing with my life if I just sleep in and stay in my PJs until like dinner time. For some reason, it's just so depressing. You don't have to set your alarm for a crazy early time that you normally get up for work. Enjoy sleeping a little bit if that's something that you like to do or something that you need, but maybe still set your alarm and get up at a good time and still set some intentions and things that you want to do for the day, even if it's just something really simple, doing even just one task. For me, waking up and still having my routine is important. For those of you that don't know, I have a son. You've probably actually already heard him. I don't even know if he's made it on this video. I personally am having to get up anyways because I have a baby. But I'm still making sure that I'm doing those things I normally do to take care of myself in the morning. If you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I've been starting to do yoga and meditation, so I'm making sure to still do that. How many of us feel like we can't exercise because we don't have time? And now we do. So start a home workout. I had started doing yoga while I'd been working for probably about a year now, but I'm just using this time to deepen what I don't know about it. I subscribe to Do You Yoga. I get an email every day that has, it's kind of like yoga for beginners. You can pay and subscribe, and there's some more to it. I haven't yet, but I'm able to kind of follow the videos day by day or kind of fast forward to videos that I think are more applicable to me or whatever. But those have been nice to help me kind of learn poses and how to go from one pose to the next. And I don't have to think about what I'm doing so much. I can just follow someone else. I've also followed on YouTube Yoga by Candace and Yoga with Tim. So Yoga with Candace has been helpful for me. She does a lot of like in-bed routines that are just some nice short morning routines. And I've actually taken some things I've learned from her and I've been doing a little bit in bed, kind of making it part of my night routine. But that's been a nice way to kind of enrich yoga for me. Yoga with Tim, I haven't gotten to as much. I'll be honest, I'm a little intimidated. A lot of his yoga workouts are like power yoga, you're sweating, you're working out. So far for me, I like to do yoga in the morning just for the purpose of getting myself ready for the day and stretched out and blood flowing. I'm not necessarily wanting like a power workout, but I am wanting to be strong. So far I have not proceeded with the videos from Yoga with Tim. I should just push myself to do more while we're here at home. The second thing that I've been doing with my time is organizing photos. So for those of you who take lots of pictures on your phone, you know how messy this can get, and especially if you do have kids, you just take pictures and videos all the time. It's important for me to have photos to have them as memories in the future, not just cluttered on my phone. I want to actually take the picture and look at the picture again over and over with time. I have so many memories of myself as a kid looking through our photo album and seeing how I was as a child and like spending those memories as a family looking through pictures. It's almost really hard to do that in this generation because we take thousands of pictures all the time. But even like some New Year's resolutions that I've been working on, just like, you know, kind of going back to that list and seeing where I'm at there, if there's anything that I can do to still do those things. I'll make another video on all my New Year's resolutions. I have plenty. So plenty of material on this channel. Anyways, so organizing photos, especially just so that my son actually sees them whenever he grows up and is older. He's not 1 yet. He won't be 1 until October. But honestly, I'm already thinking of pictures even for his birthday. It's a lot easier to work on that stuff along the way rather than letting everything build up and then go through it. But hey, we have time to go through that stuff right now. So we can use the time to do the nitty gritty. The other thing that I've been getting creative with is just creative dates, creative things to do with the person you live with if you live with anybody. And if you live by yourself, just come up with creative ways to date yourself. So we have time now to actually spend more intentional quality time together. So far, my husband and I, we have done like a little picnic. We were gonna do a picnic outside one day. It was too windy and it didn't work out. But we just did it in the living room after our son went to bed. We just had crackers and cheese and wine, and there's so many conversation starter websites or apps that you can download on your phone to even just kind of, you know, maybe talk about some things you don't normally think to talk about. This was just a way that we could have like 30 minutes and just talk about something else other than everything that's going on right now, and talk about something other than just like our son or, you know, the crazy things that are going on at work. We looked at those conversation starter topics. Some of them were pretty laughable and like hard for us to get through, and some of them were pretty interesting. We learned something different about each other, I think. So that's something that I want to carry into, you know, past the shutdown mode time. We need to just do that stuff anyway. We do have a date jar that's been lovingly made for us, that we had made for us for our wedding. And so it's just like little like sticks in a mason jar. On each stick you can write a date, and each stick has like a color at the tip of it, so you know if you're going to grab like an expensive date, or maybe a date that's like a road trip, or a date that's like stay at home. So we already have some stay at home dates that we've already come up with, but now we can use the time to come up with more and put those in the date jar. And if we don't end up doing them all during the shutdown, then we can pull from it after the shutdown. So kind of win-win, kind of getting creative. Spending that time together. I have not researched this. I don't know what the number is, but I have heard in the news how more and more couples are having a harder time now that we're quarantined and we're together, and the divorce rates are expected to go up. And that's just heartbreaking to me. So if you feel that your relationship is important to you, I would definitely get creative if you can. And if you feel that you are important to you, now you have the time to spend on yourself. If you've seen any of my previous pearls talk about how making time for ourselves is so important, well, now we have it. So go floss. How many of us have said that we don't floss because of time, or we don't like brush our teeth like for the whole 2 minutes? Well, now you can. So just start doing those things. And I guess the last thing that we've been focusing on now during the shutdown, we're just working on house projects. So that's something that was always hard for us to juggle, with both of us working full time, having a baby. We've been remodeling our basement. We've been doing some things to our yard. Well, now we have all the time that we need to do all the things in the yard. So we're just kind of making do with what we have at home right here, right now. But we have a mower, so we can keep our grass short. It doesn't have to be overgrown, and we have time to pull weeds. We also have been talking about doing some more like virtual family get-togethers. We haven't done it yet, but we figured this is a good time to start. We thought, hey, why don't we do virtual family get-togethers anyways? My sister and her husband and son are away anyways. Why don't we already do that? So we might honestly kind of take some things that we're doing because of the shutdown and just carry it on into our normal life anyway. I hope that this was maybe refreshing For those of you who are staying at home, everybody hang in there. Just remember, change is a part of life. Cross the bridges as you come to them. Happiness is a choice, not a condition. Choose to be happy. Even in these weird life-changing times, we're all gonna get through this together. Use this time to get creative. Do the things that you didn't get to do when you felt that you didn't have enough time, and maybe you'll find something new, or a new opportunity will come to you that you weren't even looking for. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you, everybody.